Greetings, it's Intuitive Jakob here, shaman and cosmic midwife, back to show 4 different readings. We're going to do one for air, water, fire, and earth, where all 3 tribes will have follow-up readings about what's been going on since the apps got real and the pages jumped out of the book before ones that stared into the black hole fell in, and it was epic. So we're gonna do a quick look. I've pulled out a few cards for you, my love, out of the decks, because last time we were all looking for justice around April Fool's Day about what you didn't get conned into, whose sneaky tippy toes might have been, and what the judgment is. And so I've actually created a new spread here. We're doing 2 cards for each of you. One for you, one for the other person from the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck. Then I'm pulling a Black Moon Astrology card to give you an idea of who you might be dealing with. We're pulling 3 Sibyllahs for each of you to see what the situation might look like moving. And then we're also going to pull 1 card from the Tarot of the Moon Oracle for a little bit of advice on what to do. We're going to start with our air tribes, and then we're going to move on to our fire tribes, and we're going to do our water tribes, and then we're going to do our earth tribes. See what the inside of yours.
Promise that you'll catch me.
What's up, Earth Tribes? How you doing? It's good to have you here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the board. I've already shuffled and dealt. And we're going to start with a pop-out message. While I was shuffling for all 3 of you, and I will just put my board out here just a little bit more so you can see. I laid out some gemstones to help stabilize some of the energies, and we actually had a pop-out message that I'm going to talk to you about. But first I'm going to show you your gemstones. So we are actually going to start with Capricorn today. And for Capricorn, I've got this gorgeous piece of desert jasper. It's wonderful. I love this specimen. It's one that's done a lot of work with me. Thank you for the Fenstone security. And we've got Taurus that we'll be doing second, and I've got a piece of Vesuvianite Ida Craze. It's given to me by a very good friend who does beautiful shamanic work, and sort of a light green, and it's really great for some heart chakra stuff that's going on with my Taurians right now. We've also got my desert jasper. Nice. Hold on to that one. It's very lovely grounding energy, and that one is over my Virgos right now. So you know what's on the board here. We had a pop-out message from the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, and that is the 6 of Cups. So for some of you, I'm hearing this is like that relationship that won't go away. That one that you kind of wish would come back. It just depends on who it is. And for some of you, there might be a couple of these things happening at the same time where it's like there might be 2 examples of this that are distinctly different, that are helping train you about what you allow and accept to be true in your world, especially with regard to how your energy is spent. And that's the thing about the 6 of Cups. It's a shared experience. It's like sometimes a blast from the past. Be somebody from childhood. Sometimes people say it's like soulmate, twin flame. I'm not going to patronize you. I will just say that it's possible that this is to bring out the emotional sector of your life, whether or not you have cups in your chart. These could be people that have a lot of cups in their chart. I don't know why I'm here, Aquarius. That is not a cup. That is a sword. But it's like Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio style energy. And so I'm hearing for some of you too, you might have had a run-in with this in June this year. So you might notice this is a theme. This is what was coming up, the shared energy. And this is the card that was looking up for all of you. I just flipped it now. I haven't seen it till now. And so it's like, Three of Swords upright. So this is like heartbreak, sorrow. And I'm hearing for somebody open heart surgery. They're talking to me about somebody's triple bypass surgery and nearly dropping dead. It's like, it was like that. And there was a warning in June, I'm hearing, for this person's health. I'm hoping you're okay. Maybe this is someone you know. But it's possible they passed away or are passing away. So just sending the highest loving energy for all mutually involved in whatever that situation is. And wanted to say, I mean, you know, we're looking at what brings justice forward, judgment, and why certain people might be mixing around, why people might come back from the past, especially for emotional reasons sometimes. So it's potentially a double-edged sword, as you can probably tell, hence the double entendre nature of how I speak it. Now, let's go ahead and start with our Capricorn here. I've got 2 cards for you, Cap. This one's for you, this one's for them. Your card. Got the 9 of Wands in reverse. This could be playing very heavily into your creative energy right now, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing for some of you all, you have no time for recreation because of whatever this is right now. Could be some kind of recurring, I'm hearing a nightmare situation with the shoulder or like some pains. And this person's actually, if you look at him upright, yeah, I know your own gender, she, he, they, other, but that person looks pretty injured. They're like propping themselves up on that stick and like, they look like they've been through the war and they're suspicious. I'm hearing for somebody, it's like wanting to know that somebody had your back and saw this and what the advanced fiber optic cameras are everywhere that are looking back now that the televisions and computers have reverse roles and certain things are being extracted. So somebody did have your back, babe. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like sheer terror of how this month started because of chaos last month is what I'm hearing for some of you all. It's like how it's being explained. I don't know if that's for you or not, but I'm hearing it's like, oh my god, it's October now, and does that mean I went backwards and why it's Octo and, you know, Vester over when November doesn't come that way to be wed in Charlotte's container. It's why the 9 didn't turn that way to a 10 and some went backwards. And I'm hearing for some people it's just realizing finally what that epic fortnight is and that big black hole, and it is when you close your eyes and you look at it, you know, you go floating into one of these things. And so it's going to be fun for some of you all, because whoever was like injuresome to you, especially if this is like a recurring pain, because I know for some of you all, bless you, baby. I'm going to spray a little bit of this for you, Fortnite spray, that it's like a pain that just keeps coming back that some of you have been dealing with. And it's like if you're starting to feel it in your body and you're having like a psychosomatic response that is somatized in your cells to a certain regard, it's a specific kind of injury. And sometimes that happens because of how energy is sent to people and they don't realize how these thoughts and things have manifested in form, and we're kind of unwrapping that together. So I'm speaking prayers onto that with you. That's what we do. And I'm going to get a little closer to Zoom for those of you that want to see the board more closely, because I hear some of you like that. So got my board. You like that? All right. So let's take a look at them. Strength card. So whoever it is, I'm hearing they feel like they've got the skill set to incur whatever it is that they've been withholding. And I'm hearing for some of you, you need to know that there's actually a healing in this. Some of you are going to find out that somebody that you thought was your enemy was like being propped up to you a certain way by a weird third party that you might not have realized you had together. And it's like somebody's vendetta is what I'm hearing about it. I'm hearing it was bad. And I'm hearing it was like some weird kind of, they're telling me it's a come hither technique that they have that I don't know, I can't even imagine what it is, because it's like whatever injured you, and I don't need to know that, is what I'm hearing. That's like personal stuff I don't want to know. But I'm hearing that whoever this person is here, this is where the fears are coming in and why they might be freaking out, or whoever the third party is, because there's that 8. And some people realize that, 2 more rows and the upside down means that 9 never happened, because 6 was a well of sound, and we were C2019 Q4 and we actually landed without them around, and they're like, wow, now we're in October and it's the 10th month, but it's an 8, so are we like 2 backwards and we stitched ourselves in wrong in the containers that don't happen? Yes. And with a gust of wind, thinking that they're upright too. And so it's kind of like an ill-dignified win where somebody might actually think they have an upper hand on you, is what I'm hearing. This is a strange way to read this, because you're kind of upside down, maybe a little pissed off for something that happened, especially if there was like a malpractice here. And malpractice. It came out weird. You're gonna know if it's lemony snickets for you there. But this strength person here, I'm hearing if they're the bravado person, it's like they always think they're right, and it's like always and never. It's never room for what's obvious and clear, and so they prop themselves up with so much energy that it's like watching this boulder just like drop itself. And so it's kind of like a certain kind of cosmic justice really coming for the wounded one here, that's like on the edge of like just dropping it all. And I'm hearing it's like you've already been wounded, and this is kind of like a step back. And this is not everybody though, because I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like this is some bitch tactics that are going on. This is somebody that's trying to plan how they're going to hurt this other person and why they're like kind of inching up, and it's like playing the victim is what I'm hearing. But this other person is so strong that it's like you can't. It's like you just pale in comparison. It's like dwarfed it, crushed. And so you gotta know which one you are here, because this is like slippery slope. And I'm hearing inchy dice. I don't know what that means. I'm hearing for somebody inchy dice, and that it's like, especially if this has to deal with going to see the wrong doctor, because I'm hearing that this is like how somebody ended up getting hurt. That it's not even like heartbreak, it's like how somebody got cut up wrong. Excuse me. And they're saying it was like really close situation to going absolutely wrong. And for some of you all, it's figuring out what to do about it. And I'm hearing for some of you too, if this was the sabotage situation where you two are realizing that you're actually friends though, and it's like you had a mutual third party that maybe you didn't realize like had the other person, like I want to get them, and you didn't know that they knew each other or anything like that. You've got a secret friend here that's got a lot of strength here, and I'm hearing it's like whatever they're doing, and I don't even want to like pretend that I know what it is, because it's like this person has like a genius thing over their head. It's like it could be a Leo. A lot of times this is my Leo card. But I'm hearing it's like, Sun, Moon, Rising, Leo. You've got a lot of fire showing up here, with the wands here. This could be Leo, but it could also be Aries, Virgo, fiery energies. Somebody who was ever being overturned has a certain kind of assistance here, and you need to know, because in one situation it's how this person's going to burn themselves, because they show up like they're perfect and like everybody knows how perfect they are, and it's like they're just going to like boulder themselves off really hard. And for the other one, it's like you didn't realize you had that kind of backup, and maybe you didn't realize what this other person had that they could actually offer, and that they would, especially if you had a really weird concept of who or what it was that they were representing. Because I'm hearing it's like being told 2 completely different stories, and it's like if this person showed up in your life, if you just saw like the lion strutting around, it's like you want to get away from that, right? And bless you, baby. I'm hearing it's like whoever this person is literally is like the charmer of beasts, and they can do things that maybe you didn't even realize, and it's gonna work out. I hear in that situation very, very well, because whoever that person was that was in the middle, I'm hearing it's like you two were both gonna get scalped the same way, and so this person has bad biometrics on everything. And we've got fiber optics to match that, so boo. Let's see what we can find out here. Get a little extra information. I got these Black Moon astrology cards here. Capricorn. Let's see who we might be dealing with. This might help. Hear that squeaky noise over there? My little girl is like playing with her baby wall. Deciding whether she's gonna bark and yipe and ask me to bring her over or if she's gonna walk around. Let's see what she does. Sorry about that. I'm at home. Alright. What does my Capricorn need to know? Who is that, Capricorn? Alright. Might be dealing with an Aries. We got the Aries card. Number 13. It says, I am. I'm hearing this person and you might have gotten contentious over this past strong end. So like Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, during the Aries Hunter Moon. This might be speaking to that. So I want to watch out for that person, whoever they are, if that's the case, because I am hearing they are bullheaded. And I'm hearing it's like almost like they were going for you for death. This is like Titanic stuff. That's like a death number right there. It's like the same kind of moon that took like the Titanic and the Lusitania down, and like certain things that it's like, that's how you initiate certain activities, you know? It's just like when you just figure out what you're doing. Oh my goodness, it's crazy to do something like that and pull that in front of a Capricorn who has like finisher's touch. It's like they try to end the year on that sage misshapen lie of when the new year starts, when hell's already frozen over. And it's like there's certain things you can't pull over on a Capricorn, even if they kind of are abiding by these fake rules all around them. So I'm hearing if this is the person for y'all and they are a trifling mess and you know it, and I'm hearing for you just like no, even if it was a bad injury that you suffered from them, because I'm hearing for some of you, this is actually just slander. This is not physical, because some of you, there was a physical abusive person or potentially with this. But for others, this is like slander, it's backbiting, and it's like vicious, and it's something that if you're the sensitive one, it's like you can feel it in your form when they're talking shit. I'm hearing some of y'all are like seriously waking up to hypersensitivity, so you can hear the bitchy things they've been saying. And that it's just better to let this like towering inferno person collect themselves and go heaping down, because I keep seeing that that's like how it's going to go with them. So I'm just going to pull some Sabilas here too. We've got the chatty Sabilas. Let's see what we can find out from my Capricorn. What do we need to know about this situation? Holla. You might need your own personal reading too, by the way. It's a good time to get it. Got special details below. Okay. Back up, babe. Alright. So, well, this might be good news. Consonante sorpresa. Sometimes this is like a little detail that really comes your way. It's like a shiny gold nugget. Might not be like the hugest surprise, but sometimes it's like just enough to take you from a ticked off feeling about somebody to like that. Oh, this is worth the effort. Okay, so this is La Donna Meritata. La Donna Meritata. Isn't she lovely? The kids are nagging at her. You might know who she is. Sometimes she's the mom. She's the one you get married to. Could be you, could be your mom, but hearing something those kids really need. This detail might have something to do with that. Let's see. What's a 12? And especially if this has to do with love, because Amore just showed up here. This is the new baby, and I'm hearing for some of you that might be what you find out somebody was like playing into, because I'm hearing it's like you had an interloper for some of you. There was like an interloper that was just playing up whatever strengths they thought they had, especially if they think they know you and this other party. Because I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like you got this really great person in your life that you don't realize was like there for you, and it's kind of weird how it might show up for some of y'all. It might be good though, because for some of y'all, it's like you might be surprised how you fall in love with this person, especially if it's like someone you didn't know could be yours, or they were like going through, like, I'm hearing a divorce. They might have 2 children with somebody else, because LaDonna Maritata, she's the mom here. She's like, she's got 2 kids, and so for some of y'all, it's what you're gonna find out. And for some of you all, it's like you're just gonna look at this, and I'm hearing if it's a situation where you've kind of given up on it, it's like this person just like bullied themselves over. I'm hearing there's maybe like one unique situation here where you might find out that you have some grace for it, because this person was protecting their children. And so I'm hearing you might see something weird or hear something weird about this Aries energy and how that played out with somebody. And if that's the case, it's only because it was about their children. And this is the image that was looking up at me too. Oh, this is Giovine Fanciulla, and you have 2 12s here. You got a 12, a 12, a 6, and a 4. Like these 2 are both 12s. This woman here she is sometimes an experience in different ways. She's a virgin energy. She doesn't have to be virgin, but a lot of times I get this for a younger woman. Okay. And other times it's somebody that might just be shy, and it's like they're kind of like pointing this way, and it's not always because they're trying to be evasive. It's like they don't have like the reference point to say something. And so I'm hearing for somebody, it's like what you don't know about a friend that might show up about their children. And I don't need to say too much about that, because there's different ways that this one's being explained to me for different people, and that's sacred confidentiality on that. You're going to know if you need a little bit more information. Please feel free to hit me up for that. I'm going to get one card that I draw from our Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. A little bit of advice for you, my Capricorn. What's my Capricorn need to know? So we have number 40, Long Night Moon Darkness. So that is a bunny rabbit standing alone on a dirt road for the moon. I'm hearing for some of y'all, this is like maybe what that heartache is about. I'm hearing it's like, if it's not your 40th birthday, maybe it has to deal with somebody else's. They're talking to me, bless you, about somebody's really sad 40th birthday, and like what it is to go brokenhearted for the wrong reason. And I'm hearing for somebody, this is like you've been dealing with somebody's legal issue at a distance that maybe you didn't realize, is what I'm hearing. It's like they're talking to me about emotional ties. They're talking to me about, it's almost like silver cords and ley lines, you know, where you have energetic, karmic sort of connections that are now being cut at 0 point, because none of us agree to that on this channel. This is where we go. But they're the kind of things that could keep you up at night sometimes. It's almost like your energy gets conjured with this other person. We feel them and you're entangled. So I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like just feeling connected to whatever it was to be feeling alone like that, when maybe nobody was there to speak up. Hearing you might have needed support. They're showing me somebody that wants to show up though, and so I'm hearing for some of you it's like somebody that might be coming out of the woodwork about feelings. I don't know why that one fell out. I don't even know where that one came from, but that's Falsita. That little cat is speaking up about a lie. So I'm hearing about things that might hurt somebody's feelings, but at the same time make them feel better, because it's like something about protecting their children. And, you know, why that might go away and why underneath that card, you know, I see somebody that's like looking away from whatever they decided to leave behind them, looking for what they have their hand on in a new direction. And so for some of you all, that's what time this is, especially if you had someone, like I said, playing interloper or like trying to initiate your energy in some direction that it's almost like they're helping you is how I was seeing it, but it's like at cross purposes for a specific reason. That's what's coming out right now. So a lie. All right, Capricorn, you're going to know if that was helpful for you or not. Please hit me up if you would like some more help. I would love to hear what your thoughts are, too. I love your comments. I read them all. So drop me a comment below if you want. And I'm going to go ahead and just clean up here. We're going to go ahead and move on to Taurus. Here. Self-love just jumped out, Taurus, but I'm kind of being a little bit sloppy here, just rearranging the cards a little bit before I flip yours, and then I'll of course be shuffling these again once we get there with you. Okay, now I've got 2 cards here for you, Taurus. We're going to start with yours first. All right, so Major Arcana, number 21, the World. And she's upside down. I heard somebody shouldn't have tried to hold her up to the light like that. That's what I heard. I'm going to know if that's the case or not. Let's see what the other card is. So, got a King of Pentacles in reverse showing up, and I'm hearing a string of expletives and greedy bastard. What I'm hearing. I'm hearing for some of you all, that's what this is. This is like legal divorce proceedings. Ugh. Like somebody that's like trying to put their hand on your business. It's like turning your world upside down. They say it's like something that he can do with the screening room is what I'm hearing. For some of y'all, it's like big trouble. This is why I have been installing the proof on the fiber optic cameras everywhere, because I've been creating a nanny cam situation that makes sure that bodies don't grow and cross fibers that could hurt children and where they get dismantled. So for some of you all, that's what this gate is that's around you here. It's advanced home security. Thank you for advanced home security and baby gates. But I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like you've had some jerk trying to get his hand on everything. And it's like, whoever this king is, this King of Pentacles, he may or may not have earth elements in his chart. If he does, it's possibly like you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But it's like, he really wants you to know that he's there. And you see this guy's got a bunch of stuff growing all over him. It's like, he never gets up from that chair. It's like, how long can you be there just letting things grow to you like that? It's like, it's growing off of him like a fungus is what I'm hearing. It's like, I'm hearing he might actually have a really advanced fungal infection. Something with his foot and a bad smell. And you're going to know if that's the case, but I don't want to know about that. This is definitely somebody that's an enemy to you, if that's the case. I'm hearing it's like he's been planting himself in a situation to try to like prove that he had something to do with this, and that might be why it's like your world looks really good, but it's like upside down to you. It's like, why is she upside down? Whatever it is, it can't go on forever because there's watchers all around. You've had people all around. This is also the advanced screenings and the securities. And why this is the end, this is like the end of the major arcana. This is the end of everything. This is the end of the world reading. See? It's like the end of the world. See? It's upside down. No other energies happen after this one, see? So I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like pending access, and I'm hearing no access. I'm hearing for somebody, this, no access. Like, I'm getting like a real fatherly feeling over somebody here, and it's like, whoever this is, it's like, no access, ever. I heard it'll burn so bad, I'll set your world on fire. You don't know how much power I have over this now. Somebody is threatening another person. You're going to know if this is the case, but I'm hearing it's like you can only say so much and get away with so much with all these recorders on, you know? It's like the Akashic record is on, my love. It was cashed into your body, you know? The sound went viral when you opened up in this form. It's an advanced plant matter. Okay, none of us were bestiality born, and a lot of people that want to factory farm themselves into pork products and lather it in. It doesn't work anymore. We've got a protective gate around it, and so I'm hearing whatever this is. It's like somebody that like kind of portrays himself. They can't really prop themselves up because it's like, hi, I'm in your world, you know. Look how many times I timestamped myself. Yeah, it's in the Bride of Day, and it's just kind of a certain kind of shade is what I'm hearing. But the judge is here, the legal is here, and it's like he keeps putting his hand on it. It's like he's trying to put his hand on it anyway, and it's like everybody saw it, and it's like you don't go from being little sneaky little tippy toes, coming and being greedy, and then like, where's my crown? You know, it's like it's not an ATM is what I'm hearing for somebody, especially if it's her world or his world, whoever this person is. It's like somebody is trying to turn things. I just see them like in there, like it looks like they're doing like Mario Supercard or something. It's weird. It makes me feel dizzy, so send it that way. All right, let's see who we might be dealing with, because I've got the Black Moon astrology cards. Taurus. Let's see if we can get a sign on this person who you might be dealing with. Yes. Ooh, that feels good right there. How about you? Is it a Cancer? You've got a Cancer showing up, number 16. I feel. I'm hearing for some of you, this might actually be somebody that's not involved. They're saying this might be the third party. And what the heartbreak is for over there, some of y'all, and it's like, because I was hearing this really distinct message. It's like, why won't you go away? Why won't you go away? Leave me alone, and I want you to come back. And why somebody was like, I had a chance in June and I fucked up, is what I'm hearing. I fucked up. I keep hearing, I fucked up. I fucked up. I'm hearing for some of y'all, you need to get out of your head, because it's like, you keep doing that to yourself. It's like, it's what you're doing to yourself, because you're not like moving your energy from that. And when you keep doing that, bless you, baby, it's like gouging at yourself in a way that you don't really need to do. And so I think maybe that's even why this person is here. So they helped you face about yourself that you didn't want to admit that you feel. And so for some of you, it's like unreconcilable things that are somehow reconciled now in a different way, and where that goes for you. And it's like, it's a different level of maturity for you. And for some of you, for some of you all, this is totally different. I'm not even going to get into it because I'm talking about a relationship coming together that I'm seeing here, but that's not this reading. So if that's the kind of reading you want, hit me up for private, because I got all your messages already. But there are potentials for you to heal situations like this when you're willing to open up to how you feel. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like a challenge, especially if you're like some kind of earth air person that has no water, or like maybe you have fire, but maybe you don't have fire either. It's like you just don't have this kind of energy to know how to hold these things. And so it's like you have a certain kind of friendship, or like it's like you need these things around you in your environment so that you feel safe containing your feelings, is what I'm hearing. So for some of y'all, you need to reach out to somebody for help. For some of y'all, you would severely benefit from just having a little personal attention with somebody that's like in touch with their feelings and emotions, that can take their time with you, you know? That's what I'm picking up. And of course, I'm also available for a reading, can help you understand this and work with that. See if I can get some other information for you, Taurus. My Sibilis. What are they going to show us about this situation? 2. So that's one that's feeling sickness, melancholy. Sometimes this is depression. So it's like somebody that they might be having a hard time getting up. Because if they're feeling lethargic, lovesick, I'm hearing, amore showing up here. And letterata. So this person is sometimes a scientist, researcher, doctor, investigator, somebody in a intellectual sort of capacity field, highly intelligent writer. I'm hearing it's like close case with this guy. It's like about what he wrote and what he sat there and waited for. I'm hearing for somebody it's like just like dwelling on I wasted time and not doing anything about it. So I'm hearing this is like what malaise looks like for some of you and what the priest might know and the thing he might have been quiet about or something he might have been warned about before, because that's the man who prays. Sacerdote. Number 13. A lot of times I just show up like this when I'm reading this way for you. So hearing it's a good time for y'all, and I'm not gonna harp on the reading, but you know, sometimes that's showing up because it's like, hey, you know, that thing that you don't know how to talk about? Got one for you. So let's see if we can give a little bit of advice with the Queen of the Moon tarot deck. Or oracles, actually. Oracles. These have been helpful. Alright, patience. So, somebody else got this. I think it was Easter. I think it was one of my fire tribes. You might want to check the fire readings, but this patience here. Number 36, green corn moon. I keep hearing it's like somebody's umbrella, because we're doing like this umbrella project thing. And the Luftballons worked. And what it is to have waited for something, and sometimes waiting too long, and I'm hearing for some of y'all it's like, if this is a love situation and it's like an opportunity to revisit with somebody or to have some heart healing, this could be going on right now. This is like a big theme. I'm hearing there's a lot of opportunities, especially if you're having a love comeback with somebody, but I'm not getting into that. That's not what this one is about. This is about the apps got real. We're going to have to do love readings somewhere else probably on some of these, because I've gotten way too many on you guys that it needs to just go in a different video or I'll be itching everywhere. It's like everybody's like, yeah, love reading. But yeah, patience. I'm hearing it's like having to match the patience that somebody else might have shown you. And it might be the patience that you exuded. If that was like you reminiscing about like what it was to get through college is what I'm hearing for somebody. And like having to go through all those books and like the patience to read things over and over again, especially if you had like challenges retaining information or like sitting down and like getting anything done without having to take many breaks. So I'm hearing about like somebody's like you stay at home mom and it's like the kid is always freaking out and it's like, you know, trying to study and like figuring anything out, and like for somebody else it's like your ADHD. It's like taking care of your inner kid. It's kind of like the same thing. And so learning what it is to be patient with yourself and matching that, especially in the ways of love, especially if it's like now going through this grief of how do I handle what it is that I feel, whether or not this Cancer person is involved, especially if I've been around some dastardly person that turned my world upside down trying to like contribute, like, well, now I have interest in you, you know? It's like now I have ownership in your franchise, technically, because I can demonstrate on paper that I've invested all this money and you're kind of like my prize or something. It's weird. But I'm hearing that and like how it might feel when like the right one is like maybe not there, and it's like I want you there, and where the hell are you now? And You know, realizing waited too long. It's over, but only in your mind because you keep wrapping yourself up in it. So it's like, where do I rise to this high level here where this love is, and give myself patience to walk through this next phase and graduate myself like the Literato did, or do, or I did, or I have. There's a lot of opportunities here for you, but I'm hearing, for those of you that know it, you really know it, because it's like rising to that magical awareness. Because this sacerdote in this deck, that is a magical motherfucker right there, yo. This fool know what he's doing. It's things he doesn't have to say. He's just like, that way, you know? And so there's an opportunity for those of you that are kind of using what you learned when you are in these ways. So you're gonna know if it's for you, Taurus. Hope it's helpful. Hit me up if you'd like a private. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your comments. I respond and read everything you send me. I'm going to shuffle now, and we're going to move on to our Virgo and finish up on those. Alright, so Virgo. Wow. Did I toggle screens or what? Didn't mean to do that. Not sure how I did that. That was weird. Let's have Virgo. Let's go ahead and let's get started with your card here. And then we'll move on to theirs. So we've got the Queen of Wands, who I love. Why is she upside down? Why? Is this you? Oh, Virgo. I'm hearing it had something to do with that Aries full moon. Y'all be looking at some crazy stuff, huh? Yeah. About the ones that were staring into that black hole, you know, looking for that portal. You might have heard something difficult. That's what I'm hearing. Wow. If you don't have fire in your chart, this is just how you're feeling about something that's either Aries, Leo, or Sag, and that's like, get out of my world. I'm like seeing somebody very angry. So, yeah, let's see. I'm hearing because some of y'all did a great job just like staying out of it though. Alright, what's going on with that? I'm definitely going after the money, huh? Yes, everything. It's the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. I heard like doors slamming and like all my babies like crying over here. Like there's a lot of bioenergetic feedback on this. And somebody's trying to take somebody's house over. Thank you for advance from security. These are highly energetic times. Everything is synchronized into like a zero space, and it's a really tight lock, and people that do things like this have been observed. They don't realize that the cameras, the fiber optics that have been swiped out, don't let them get away with stuff like this. Virgo, whoever this person is, I'm hearing, especially if they have like a killer Capricorn side, real killer is what I'm hearing, it's like over with them. That person, okay, whoever this person is, if they are represented by the earth element, I'm hearing Capricorn big time, but Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, you know, this could be your style energy too, it's earth. I'm hearing from you though, it's like, there's some things I would never do for money. There's some things I would never touch for money. There's some things I would never think for money. I keep seeing this person on the pole here, and it's like somebody was doing something with Photoshop that they should not have been doing. That's all I'm hearing. They put somebody, strike a pose, a real messed up pose, because it was a similar thing, and how you can just superimpose somebody's face on it, and I'm hearing they made money for it. Big trouble. Big trouble. Wow. That is some crazy Okay, so for some of you too, like if this is not the situation, I'm hearing this might be just like crappy divorce. It's like he's coming up with some kind of crazy story. I was hearing about this yesterday, E-Stars. I think it was with the fires, so you might want to check that because you might be dealing with, I'm hearing Aries on this, but that it's like he's trying to like put you in your place, and it's like I'm hearing it was your house, and that it's like he's only been there like 3 or 4 years, but it was your mama's house or something. It was like left to you, and it's kind of like poor man's copyright when people say that they're like your common law husband, even if they had nothing to do with you romantically, but they lived in your freaking house and treated it like some kind of Airbnb and whatever. And you didn't realize that they were making deals like that and like making money on your thing, and then like trying to say that they have sweat equity or like some kind of weird ownership situation. I'm sorry, this is terrible, but I'm hearing it can't stand. And it's just like, I mean, it can't stand in front of me. This is Maritime Admiralty law, and we're shutting this down. This is why Area 51 is a real lie, and this is all what I've been explaining. But people can't go after estates like that. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like, this is a whole other category of stuff. And I hear that person has like misdemeanors. And so, bless you, like enough misdemeanors that it's like, if you call somebody, it's like they're just going to pick them up for missing some checkpoints, or I don't know what it is. Maybe they were on house arrest before or something, but I'm hearing that it's like, it's going to be easy to get them out of your house now that you've kept copious records, but it's been a pain in the ass. I'm hearing it's like weeding. It's like weeding your garden and like trying to figure out why these weeds keep taking over a certain plant. And it's like what somebody's dealing with here is what I'm hearing about. It's just a bad germination. Wow, whatever's going on here. And Virgo, I'm just going to say too, they're saying for some of you all, like this is where I have to call you out a little bit. They're saying for some of you all, it's like you actually entered into that arrangement with this is not everybody. This is not everybody. Because I'm hearing for some of y'all, you willingly entered into a certain arrangement here. And it's like your signatures get applied somewhere else because of who you made the arrangement with. It's how joint ventures work with big, powerful, they think they're powerful because they take over all these different companies and then they stick their hand in there and they call it Justinian clause. It's like, just in case I need to play your dad or Santa and force you to do anything, you know, I can get my hand in there like this. And so I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like you probably got into a contract between this time last year and now. They're showing me like a year cycle is what I'm hearing. And that it's really rough because it's like your signature and that like you got some kind of benefit over the period of time. It's like they're saying it's like somebody went through and like I see them like counting, almost like they're pulling it on an abacus. They're like counting beans, and you pissed off the bean counter is what I'm hearing. And that might be why this is coming down on you here, because I'm hearing it's like they're defacing you now. They're blaming you, if this is the case, for why it went wrong and why you were the one that signed it and they disclosed it. And I'm hearing it's like a weird ass thing, but the problem is that people saw. It's like there was other things going around at the time. There were people that were camped out for the same reason. I'm hearing for the same reason that didn't happen too. And so it's like having a real good way to compare stories, right? And I'm hearing for some of you too, if this is not that case, because I'm hearing for somebody else, this is like, for some of you Virgos, this is like aftermath of who eroded your family situation is how they're saying. It's like, we're just going to hear it like that. I'm not going to get into the backstory. I heard aftermath of who eroded your family situation. And it's like knowing that you've kind of been like the prize this whole time. And it's like people were sort of like, well, what's she going to do? You know, and like waiting until you did something to do something else is what I'm hearing. And it's like, now you're not in that situation, and it's like you kind of have your bitch shield up. You're like, oh my God, you might have gotten a new job or something. And I'm hearing it's like a screen. You're like, nobody gets to know about this. No, you don't need to know about my personal life. You don't need to know too much about my job. And I just see her being like, Yeah, it's kind of like the last job. It's kind of like the last job, and then like keeping the calls short. And so I'm here for some of y'all. Good job, girl. Way to go. Because some people don't need to diminish what you have, because it's like as soon as they find out that you have something, it's like they go after your creativity. They go after your sexuality. They go after your money. They go after whatever they think it is. And so you have been through it. I'm going to see if I can get an idea for you, just confirmation here with the Black Moon astrology cards. Love. It's this one. Yay, you're Gemini, right? Whoever the Gemini is, I think. And you're going to know if that's the case or not. But hearing, be careful with that one too, especially if it's somebody new at work. I'm hearing just be careful. They're good, but there's two sides here, and you're going to kind of have an option, and make sure you pick the right one. Because you learned a lot. Okay, so I'm going to get your advice card. I'm like rushing for advice, but we have Sabila's too, but I grabbed the advice card, and two jumped out. These are for you, my love. Okay, let's see. We have nourishment and peace. We have number 7, waxing crescent 5, nourishment, okay. Hearing if you just got an increase in your finances in some way, take a little something, just a little something. You don't have to do a lot, but please do this for yourself. Plant a seed in doing something for your body in some way. You know, maybe it's like something you can go get done, a service or something. It's going to feel really good for you right now. And peace. This here says number 28. And waiting crescent 5, please. Yeah, just make some time to meditate and do something. I see her outside feeling good and contentment, and it's like, this is what you need to be doing right now, especially if you've got your screens up for different reasons. All right, little idea on Sabila's with what's going on around you with these situations. Virgo, what we got? Okay, we've got Desperado per Gelosia. Those are the jealous haters. Number 8. Maybe while you're screening, consolante sorpresa, and it's like, I'm hearing for you. This is kind of like game face. It's like, I'm busy. I'm fishing for my daily comida and handling my daily bread, and just letting people know it's going okay. It's like, yeah, things are going okay, and I'm hearing just telling them little bits if you need to. And ilimico, and that's why, because you might still be proving who screwed you over last time. I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like, this has been a mess. But ilimico, look who shows the hell up right here. Number 11. And militare. Okay, so this is like somebody that might have thought they had it going on with cops. I'm hearing they might actually be a bad police officer. That's part of why you had to get away from somebody, and proof that some people just cannot be trusted. And my little girl is barking on that one. I'm going to say that sounds about right. I'm really interested to know how these resonate. I love you guys. Hit me up with a text, if you will, below. I'd love to hear your comments. If you would like a personal reading, my information is also below. If I don't hear from you, take care, and we'll be back again soon when I have more for you. Bye for now.